Believe it or not, there's actually several ways to get the best deals on new construction homes. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys 6 tips for getting the best deals on new construction homes. Number one, you're going to want to hire a buyer's agent who is knowledgeable on new construction homes. You're actually going to be very surprised at how many realtors there are that do not know a lot about new construction. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of realtors focus on resale, and resale and new construction are quite different. There's a lot of different options, a lot of incentives, a lot of negotiating that's a little bit different than resale. One of the myths that I do want to talk to you guys about is that some people think that you can get a better deal if you don't have a buyer's agent, and that is actually a myth. The commission that the builder pays for having a buyer's agent is not factored into the price. So, really having a buyer's agent on your side is a huge benefit because they're able to negotiate on your behalf. And if the agent is knowledgeable about the new construction communities, they've probably built a really good relationship with the builder's sales agents, and basically they'll be able to, talk to the sales agents about how much power we have to negotiate all the items in the contract. So there's quite a bit of things that, you can get discounts on, as far as like getting extra incentives, lowering the base price, or, just we're so familiar with what the builders and the communities have going on that it makes a big difference when we're negotiating. An example would be we had a client who was in the process of reserving a lot, and there was an incentive that ended in the middle of them negotiating the loan, as far as, getting their pre-approval and all these other things, that the incentive ran out. Well, we were able to negotiate with the builder to honor this rate incentive so that way they can get into the home. So we have several instances where some type of incentive has ended, but because we have built relationships and have brought multiple families into these communities, we're able to get these incentives even though they've ran out. Number two is builder incentives. So like I mentioned before, all the builders are going to have their incentives. They usually promote these online or at the sales office, or they will reach out to their preferred agents and let them know about these incentives. So some of the things that the builders are offering are design option upgrade credits. They are giving closing costs. They're doing rate buy down. And typically, in order to do these incentives, you're going to have to use their lender. So each builder is going to have their own lender. So builder one is going to have X, Y, and Z lender. Builder two is going to have X, Y, and Z lender. Sometimes if they're really trying to sell a specific lot or a few lots, sometimes they'll include solar. Sometimes they'll include appliances like refrigerator, washer and dryer, which does not typically come with the home. And then sometimes we will also see window coverings as an option as well. Number three is lender incentives. So on top of the builder incentives, so when it comes to the rate buy down, that is a builder incentive. And basically some of our builders are giving, certain dollar amount for you to use their lender. Some of our builders also buy interest rates in bulk. We have a builder who bought, a number of 5.5% interest rates from a specific lender. But on top of that, the lender was giving $5,000 towards closing costs. So, it varies with the builders and the lender as far as like what they're giving for incentives. Number four is cash incentives. So there's a big difference between cash buyers and buyers who need to finance. Paying cash definitely has a lot more advantages because you have to waive you can waive the appraisal and you can close a lot quickly. It really depends on the builder as well, because we will be able to give, the cash buyer, the incentive as far as getting the price lowered instead of doing like a lender incentive to buy the rate down or closing costs, because your closing costs are going to be cheaper because you don't have a loan. So you're only paying like title and escrow fees versus like someone who's financed. Most of the closing costs are going to be prepaid reserves and lender costs. Number 5 is design credit. So design credit is something that you could use towards upgrades for your home. And there's going to be a few different upgrades that come with a home that you are building. So basically the prices that you see online are called base price. So that's never going to be your price out the door. There's usually sometimes lot premium, where if your home is in a cul-de-sac, or there's no rear neighbor, or it has a bigger lot compared to some of the other homes, or it's a corner lot, or even homes with a view. Those are gonna have lot premiums. There are structural upgrades. So let's say, for example, there is a flex room in the front of the home, but you want to close that off as a 4th bedroom or 3rd bedroom, whatever it is. So those can sometimes be a structural upgrade. Sometimes if a community offers covered patios, but they're not part of a standard, we have several builders who do charge for covered patios as well. So those are some of the upgrades, but then you go to the design center. So sometimes you will have to go and pick out your flooring, your countertops, your cabinets, your light fixtures. Those will all be done at the design center. Some of the builders will give you design credit. So we actually purchased our home and it was a new build. For my floor plan, they were giving $80,000 towards the design center that we were able to use for our carpet, our cabinets, our flooring. And so that really took off a lot of our extra expenses to where we were able to build our house and not pay that much more on top of our purchase price. Number 6 is quick move-in homes. Quick move-in homes are sometimes spec homes, which is where the builder will speculate that the design that they put in the home, the upgrades that they put in the home are going to be easy to sell. And also sometimes it'll come with like structural upgrades that are more popular, like for example, like a guest suite versus a bedroom and bathroom downstairs. Another one would be, some of the upgrades are going to be higher end versus like the standard. And then also some quick move-in homes are where there was a buyer in the home, they've already picked out the upgrades, and the buyer had to back out of that escrow. So that home is now back on the market. These homes are great because they usually, want to offload these homes right away. Once the homes are fully built and all of the county, all of the permits and everything has passed through the county, it gets reassessed. And so then the builder is paying property taxes on the new assessed value of the home. So, if they're paying a large amount of property taxes on 10 quick move-in homes, that can cost a lot of money for them. So they'd rather give large incentives on these type of homes. So sometimes with quick move-ins, which is actually my favorite types of homes to sell at new construction, is, they'll give you really bigger incentives to use their lender versus a lot. So for example, one of my communities, they have a $5,000 to $10,000 lender incentives, but for quick move-in homes, they're buying your rate to 5.875, or they're throwing in appliances, or they're giving you 20,000 instead of 10,000. So there's a lot more opportunity in quick move-in homes, but keep in mind these quick move-in homes are move-in ready within 30 to 60 days. So I hope you guys found this video helpful of the 6 different tips you can do to get a really good deal on new construction home today. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure to give a little love to that subscribe button. And honestly, if you guys have any questions about new construction homes or just anything in general here in Northern California, make sure to reach out to us. We'd love to help you. My husband and I and our team are always here to answer any questions that you guys have. All right, well, thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.